Drawing realistic animals for beginners. What you need is really just pencils and paper and a blending stump. That's really the key to make this work. What I like to do first is, of course, sketch the animal or the subject that I'm drawing. I like to start with the eyes first, and then I'll maybe go to the nose or the mouth, wherever it's dark values. That's usually just something I do. People can do so much different stuff. It's whatever you're comfortable with, but I feel like if you darken some places first, it's easier to fill in the rest. Some people they like to start with HB on the face or the skin, and then after they will draw the eyes and the rest. But for me, it just works better if I start with the eyes. What I like to do for the skin, where it's the lightest, I'm going to use a HB. That stands for hard black. So it's a combination of HB, B, and 2B. 2B is usually or generally a dark pencil, soft pencil, and that you can use for shading shadows and such. But what I like to do when I shade, I focus on details, and if I go in a circular motion with HB pencil, I tend to get a very nice and interesting texture, and it works pretty good if you're after realism. You want to draw realistic, then a circular motion is really the key to make it happen. So it's like a blend of hatching, circular motion, um, and just rendering. Trying to get a full range of values and trying to not draw on every single spot, because you need highlights to make the drawing pop more. So in some places I won't draw at all, and in some places I will shade a little bit, and then I'll use my eraser to make it pop. And with the blending stump, I don't use it everywhere. I just use it where I feel like it needs to be softer and smoother. And the thing about this one is, if you when you use it, the graphite will be smudged and it will be a bit lighter. So if you want a darker tone, you have to go over again with a pencil. We are done with the lizard. Now we are going to draw the giraffe. So I'm just gonna sketch the head and the ears, get the proportions nice and right, make it tight, and then I'll start with the eyebrows. Oh, sorry, the eyelashes and the eyes. And it's all the same. It's the same routine, the same thing. I'll go over with 8B and 6B pencils. They are the darkest I have. And then I'll just randomly draw wherever I feel like. That's just what I do. You need to find your style, your style of working. Your everybody has a certain style. Everybody has a routine and uh, a certain thing of working. And I find that drawing is like, you can read a lot about arts. You can read a lot about drawing, what you should do and what you should not. But it all comes down to experience. You need to actually just try through trial and error and find out why it doesn't work, or find out why it worked, or what makes it look good. If you're going to draw realistic, you have to pay attention to details and texture and rendering. That's like the single biggest thing, because you need to get it very light and very dark. So that's why you see all these these people who draw hyper realistic drawings, they have 12B pencils, they have graphite powder, they have charcoal, because that's like the darkest values that you can get. And also, I think it's called pit matte or something. So pretty dark and black tones. But of course, it will work if you have just a standard case with an H. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying H. I mean 8B pencil. But for this one, I am really just using, I think it's A, HB, B, 2B, a little bit of 4B, a little bit of 6B, and 8B. The reason I'm using 6B now is because I've been using a lot of 8B. I really try to use them all. I don't want to use just one pencil. 6B is also great if you want dark tones. Of course, the higher the number, the darker and the better, but you can still make a great drawing with 6B, and less, of course, depending on your experience. But mainly, if you want to draw realistic drawings, I wouldn't call this super realistic, but you can see that I'm really pushing the values. I'm really making it dark, making it pop, and the contrast, texture, and the details, they are all present, and that's just how I do it. That's my routine. That's my way of drawing.